Alright, so look, right? First, I seen, bro, my numbers, them bitches jumping right now. So, you feel me? Thank you, thank you. I don't want to get too much of a big head or nothing, but yeah. So, today I'm going to tell you a story, right? The story going to be about one of my ex, not the ex that not her. Because I know y'all probably sick of me talking about her. Like, yo, all you do is talk about this bitch. And she's sick of me talking about her too. So, no more talking about her. It's a different person. I've had more than one ex. It's not the only ex I've ever dated. So, just wanted to start by saying that. So, this back when I was in group home. Probably like 14. I was 15. 15. Actually, I might have been 16 because it was right around, it was in the winter time, so it was my birthday time. So, I was either 15 or 16. I was like 15 turning 16, 15, 16. Around that age. I was dating some girl, she was like 17. I think when I turned 16, she turned 18. So she was 17 when I was 15. Alright, cool. So, she also lived in a group home. Boom. So, it was a couple other girls in the group home. This one girl, listen. I'm not the type of person that's going to be like, alright, we going to call them Alexandra. Whole time their name is Penelope. Nah, bitch, I'm saying their name. I don't care about putting people's information out there. That's on them. Shouldn't have did the goofy shit that you did that made me have to talk about you. So, the one girl named Michelle, she white, she skinny. Those are her only character traits. My ex, Jasmine, she's Spanish, adopted. Those are like her only character traits. Well, adopted is really her main character trait. Like, that's her whole persona. Another girl, I forget her real name, but I think we called her JJ. She only partly included in this story. Was it just us three there at that time? Or had the other two girls come yet? I don't think the other two girls came yet. I don't think DJ and them was there yet. Nah, alright, so they wasn't even there yet. Alright, so boom. Really the story is just about me, Jasmine, Michelle, a little bit JJ. So, I was going to a school in Sewell, I want to say, called Bankbridge. And it was like an alternative school, right? So, I was in my super conceited, I'm the shit, I can have any bitch I want era. Like, I was like, really that deal. I'm like, yo, do you see what I look like? Like, you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Like, I can have any bitch I want. I don't look at them. And as much as I thought that because that's what reality was presenting to me. That's how shit was really going. But you guys, anybody, why do the bags of Skittles keep fucking opening like this? Pissing me off. Like, look, the seal is, look at the seal. Not even in the bag. I can't even reseal them now. Pissing me off. It might as well just not even be a part of the bag now. I don't even want to look at it. So, bro, you guys, anybody I went to high school with, anybody I went to Bankbridge with, let's say that. Anybody I was in a group home with, anybody who knew me at that time, I was that bitch. All the other girls in the group home, not all the other girls. There was multiple group homes. Let's start by saying that because I don't want to just sound crazy. There was mine, and then one for a little bit older. There was just different group homes. So, at least one girl in each of the other group homes had a little crush on me. I was macking at school, you feel me? I was just macking, like, all the time. So, I moved into the group home that Jasmine lived at because the one I was at previously, I was dating somebody over there, and shit got hectic because while I was dating her, I also had a bitch at school, not the school Bankbridge, just a different school in Pine Hill. Can't remember the name of it. I went there briefly for like 3 months. So while I was going to school there, I had a bitch. I want to say her name was Selena, something like that. It was brief. I don't know. I was like 14. And then I had the bitch at the group home that I was dating, Chelsea. And then I had a bitch that I was dating back home when I would go home to Camden. So, yeah, folks was mad. They was hating. So, this is why I don't do white meat. Let me tell you. Because, Chelsea was listening to my conversation while I was talking on the phone. Heard me talking about the girl that from home goes in her room, gets a rusty knife. How do she got a knife in her room? No clue. Goes in her room, gets a rusty knife from behind the blinds, chases me outside, stabs me a couple times. It was only great. She only grazed me. It wasn't nothing major. Like 2 stitches. It was cool. But it was like, yeah, it wasn't that deep, but she made it that deep. So, They like, oh, we gotta separate y'all because they like, this is clearly toxic. We let it go on long enough. We gotta separate y'all. So I move. I go end up being at the one Jasmine's at. So when I first get there, we talking, we flirting. Mind you, I had met Jasmine because she was the girlfriend of the best friend of somebody at art. So it's a whole long thing. So when I was at the group home with the white girl Chelsea, the second group home that I ever been to, I'm dating her, right? And another girl comes in. Her name is, I don't remember her real name. We're gonna call her Yaya. That's her nickname. She comes in. She says she got a little crush on me. Instead of me just being like, I can't fuck with you, I got a girlfriend, I'm entertaining it. I'm 14. I'm dragging it on. I'm egging her on. I'm having little flirtatious meetups. I'm being a dickhead I was bored. I had nothing else to do. I was excited that people liked me. There was also another girl there named Jessica. Jessica was my stink. She had a fatty. She was dumb fat. We're not even on Jessica right now because I low-key did her wrong. Not in the way like how I did everybody else wrong, but I low-key did Jessica wrong. So we're not even going to talk about that right now. That's a story for another day. But while I was dating Chelsea, I was also low-key dating Jess. So I was just doing the fucking most. Like, so honestly, when shit happened to me now, like if I'm dating somebody and they dog me, I don't even be mad because it's like I brought this on myself. This is karma. This is from all the times that I was dogging bitches. And either they knew about it, they didn't know. I was causing problems. I was just dogging bitches for no reason. So this is my karma. So me and Chelsea, boom. The girl Yaya came there. She said she had a little crush on me. Yaya's best friend is my future ex, Chanel. At the time, I didn't know that they even knew each other. So the girl Yaya ends up going to crisis because she was cutting her wrist or something like that. So she told Chanel that we were bullying her. I wasn't bullying her, but Chelsea was bullying her because Chelsea knew she had a crush on me. She wasn't fucking with that. She wasn't having it. So Chanel, everybody at the park, we all had this one park that everybody met up at. We at the park, Chanel trying to beat up Chelsea. Like, mind you, this before I knew Chanel, so I ain't have a crush on her yet. I was in my dating white girls phase. I thought white girls were attractive back then. I'm not on white meat no more. No offense to white girls. Listen, hold on, because I saw a picture of Miley Cyrus on Facebook the other day. I'm like, why Miley Cyrus got me thinking I like white girls again? But that's a story for another day too. So Chanel trying to beat up on Chelsea. I'm not defending you, bro. That's not my problem. Chanel looked like she could fight. It turns out she can fight. I didn't know that at that point, but still, she looked like she tossed bitches, so I'm good. I don't want no problem. Plus, she cute a little bit. I don't want to mess up a future situation. And good thing I didn't step in because I would have potentially ruined my relationship with her before it even started. See? I was thinking ahead. So, Chanel's girlfriend at the time was Jasmine. Everybody's connected. It's a long whole line of connections. So, boom. Me and Chelsea break up. I go to the other group home. Jasmine's there. At this point, her and Chanel had broken up. Chanel had moved on, went to a new group home. Okay, so me and Jasmine start dating. Well, we start just talking. I'm still low-key pining after Chelsea. So I'm trying to still figure out how to communicate with her. Jasmine like kind of following after me like a little lapdog type shit. Yeah, like anytime I see Jessica, I go to school with Jessica. She goes to the same school as me. So anytime I see Jessica, I'm at school flirting with her, like hugged up on her, all touching on her, but like I'm just wilding. It's another girl at school, Alyssa, doing the same. Like Alyssa was my stink, yo. That was my stink. Yo, my boy, yo, me and Keon, well, bro, we used to try and fuck with her just for shits and giggles. Like I didn't even, if anybody I was gonna take serious, it would have been Alyssa probably. I'm not gonna hold you. Like anybody from school, if I would have took them serious, it would have been Alyssa. It was this another girl. I can't remember her name. Rest in peace, her. She ended up dying. She got a son, something like that. Even if I do remember her name, I'm not going to talk about her because I feel like that's disrespectful to dead people. But she was my stink too. But she was low-key a thought. Not to disrespect the dead, but she was low-key a thought. She fucked with anybody that breathed at the school. But she was on my body heavy. And I don't know why. Like, bro, hold on. This is how treacherous shit got. Like, hold on. Okay, hold on. All right, let me go back to the story. Because I'm getting off hand. So, boom. Jasmine clearly liking me a little bit more than I'm liking her. It's okay, though. So, Chelsea moved to South Carolina. I'm like, alright, that's clearly done for. So, I start, you feel me, fucking with her again. But then I'm also talking to this girl that I met on Instagram that lives in Florida. Her name Nikki. We talking, we texting every day on FaceTime shit. And then I'm also talking to the 3 girls that go to my school. I think it was 2 girls at this point. 2 girls that go to my school. And I'm also still talking to that girl back home from Camden that I've always been talking to throughout every relationship. So, it's not looking good for Jasmine right now. So, Jasmine one day was like, I want to tell you something. I'm like, what? You know how girls like to, girls move fast. So, like, it's like a month, maybe 2 months. She's like, I love you. I'm like, I love you too. I don't love her. At that point, I didn't love her. I did end up loving her. Not right then. So, she like, I love you. I'm like, alright, I can fuck with it. I love you too. I'm 15. She's 17. I got mad bitches. I love you too. I was dogging her. We would all be in like the dining room together or the living room, whatever, the TV room watching TV. I'm on the phone with a bitch. Or I'm sitting right next to her texting a bitch from school. Or on FaceTime with a bitch. Or taking pictures, sending them to a bitch. Like, I was wilding. Right next to her. On the phone with a bitch. Why she sitting right there? So, around November, December. Actually, I want to say it was around January. I don't know. Around the winter time. She got fed up. As she should. And she basically broke up with me and started dating somebody who at the time was Chanel's friend. He was like, I think he said they were best friends. Because this is how Chanel came back to the picture. I'm going to tell you. So, she starts dating Chanel's friend. I want to say his name was like John or Justin. He was a white guy, craters in his face, pizza face. She was way out his league. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not even just mad because somebody took my bitch. He literally was ugly. So she starts dating him. I'm instantly fed up. Fuck do you mean what? No. They going on dates and shit. I'm pissed. I'm mad as fuck right now. I'm mad. I'm not having it. This is not good for me. All of a sudden, I'm like, do I like her? Like, did I make a mistake? Like, I'm steady trying to get back together with her. She dubbing me. I'm thinking in my head, like, bro, who can resist me? Like, if I just kiss her, she gonna be back on board. She not trying to even let me get close. I think she knew what type of time I was on. And she knew. I feel like that it was, like, if I kissed her, she was gonna be back on board. She wasn't even trying to let me get close enough to kiss her. Like, she was not fucking with me. So, I'm, like, sad. So I'm like, alright, I got this. I get Post-it notes. And every day, I would write a Post-it note that said, like, I love you, or have a good day, or you're so pretty, or you're so beautiful, and put it somewhere, like, in the bathroom, on the mirror, so she would see when she wake up to go ready for school in the morning. Or in the shower, so when she opened the shower curtain and get in the shower, she see it. Or, like, on her dresser. Eventually, I wore her down. It was only, like, 2 weeks, maybe 3. She breaks up with John, she gets back together with me. I'm happy as fuck now. I'm like, so you talk about. Now I'm actually taking her serious. I'm actually, like, fucking with her. I'm actually invested in a relationship. I'm actually participating. John's mad now. So, Chanel hit my line, like, asking me what happened with the Jasmine and him situation, or, like, with the Jasmine and me situation, because he basically told her, I don't know what he wanted her to do, but he told her, I'm like, we got back together, like, what you want me, like, what, he mad as fuck, alright, like, it's not like I took his bitch because she was my bitch to begin with. He took my bitch and I took her back. It's not that deep. So, I'm like, bro, they never even seen each other. He lives far fucking away. He lives, like, not near her. We live together in the group home. It's just better for her to be dating me. She's not like, alright, yeah, that makes sense, I guess, cool, boom. So, I just had her in the back of my mind now because we just talked. I got her in my contacts on Facebook type shit. Just remember. So, me and her, we dating, shit's cool. We're going through the motions a little bit. Then we got, I'm trying to, alright, I can't remember the day. I can't remember the month it was. I want to say it was around February. So, boom. So it was this girl that go to my school named Angie, right? At the time, I wasn't really fucking with her. She was okay looking. She wasn't ugly, but she wasn't cute. There was mad pretty bitches that went to the school. I'm like, why would I fuck with you when I could have one of these wild pretty bitches? She didn't give a fuck that I wasn't trying to fuck with her. She was still on my body heavy. She didn't give a fuck that. So Valentine's Day comes. She bought me like a chocolate covered rose. I took the rose from her and gave it to another bitch right in front of her. Treacherous. And it's not cool. It's not cute. It's not funny. I don't know why I'm smiling and laughing. I'm probably smiling and laughing because I'm telling the story, but That wasn't okay. If somebody did that to me, I'd fucking kill myself. Not for real. I know how y'all like to take everything I say serious and call crisis. Nobody's gonna kill themselves. It was a jokey joke. Anyway, so I was dogging her the worst because she wasn't my bitch, and I knew, and I told her many times I don't like you like that. Like, so if you continue to pine after me and whatever, and be on my body, that's on you. Cause I told you I ain't like you. You know I got a girlfriend. So the other girl that I told you, she was low key a Trish. I ended up fucking with her a little bit. So I think my girlfriend had a half a day at her school. Oh my god, did the Skittles spill? No. Alright. So my girlfriend had a half a day at her school. So I'm in school, I'm on FaceTime with her. You know what the other girl does? She like, who you on the phone with? My girlfriend. She like, okay. Pulls me in the back room in woodshop class and kissed me. While I'm on FaceTime with my girlfriend. On the FaceTime call, the phone like this. On the phone, she props the phone up on the counter and kissed me while my girlfriend looking at the phone. I lied to you not, bro. Keon can vouch for all of this, bro. Keon can vouch for all of this. He's seen it all. He knows, I would not lie. He know. He can vouch. I'm like, damn, my school girlfriend kissed me in front of my home girlfriend. Hold on, bro. These Skittles hard as fuck. So, I think that was the turning point where shit started going downhill for me. Because she played it off like she didn't see or like she didn't care. I said she kissed me, I didn't kiss her back. But shit was never the same after that. So fast forward a little bit, and the girl Michelle and the girl Jasmine are going to the same school. It's Woodbury High. The girl Michelle is dating some boy there named Manny that we met because he's a lifeguard at the. We used to go to the YMCA and go swimming. He was a lifeguard at the YMCA. So she met him at the YMCA. She started going to the same school as him. Now they dating. Boom. Manny was my friend. She didn't like that. He was my friend. I'm like, this my nigga. I don't care what you're talking about. He called me his schnigga, his she nigga. It was right now. It sounds kind of offensive, derogatory, but it's my bro, so I don't care. So she date him. She don't like that I'm friends with him. She think I'm gonna try to like tear them apart or whatever. So one day, Michelle comes home from school, and so I got around January. Jasmine starts around the time that I kissed the girl at school in front of her. Jasmine starts getting tutoring, staying after school. Mind you, Jasmine's smart. It didn't seem like she needed tutoring, but it is what it is. So she starts staying after school for tutoring. Not thinking nothing of it. So Michelle starts coming home and bothering me, like singing in my face, like, you know that Cardi B song? She be like, your bitch wanna party with Cardi. Cardi at party in the Rari, skirt skirt. That one's all over my body, stunning all over my body. I know in the bitch she Molly, bitch she ain't gang lane, really try to lay in that lane. Yeah, that song. So she starts singing that song to me like, your bitch wanna party with Cardi. That means nothing to me. I just thought she was being fucking annoying and she liked the song. Because at that point, those words meant nothing to me. I don't know what you're saying, why you're saying that to me. So one day, Michelle and Jasmine get into it. They arguing. So Michelle comes home and was like, oh, so there's this guy named Picard, this big fat motherfucker. He not fat, he just big. He a football player. This big motherfucker named Picard go to the school, right? So she like, oh, so there's this guy named Picard. He's friends with Manny. We all hang out together in the library. He likes Jasmine. I'm like, okay. There are plenty of bitches that like me. What you want me to do? Like, what? I can't stop him from liking her. He be flirting with her. She be low-key flirting back. Again, what can I do? What can be done about that? Absolutely nothing. I don't go to the school. I'm not about to be beasting at her. Like, nah, it is what it is. At this point, I really don't care. So I'm talking to Manny. Manny telling me like, yo, I think Picard trying to steal your bitch. Like, I think Picard like her. I'm like, okay, all right, okay. So it's starting to add up to me. Why she keeps saying your bitch want to party with Cardi. So then I asked her like, is that why you saying that to me? So she changes it, and now she just blatantly saying your bitch want to party with Cardi. She's saying Picardi, like his name, not Cardi, like Cardi B. Picard, like Picardi. I'm like, okay, you're trying to be funny. Alright, because you really don't. I'm the last person you want to be funny with. I'll break you and old boy up. You don't want to be funny with me. I'm not the type of. Please don't be funny with me, bro. Please don't be funny with me. I'm not the person you should be being funny with. So, I start not to trust her because they texting all the time, talking on the phone and shit. So I didn't do it like sneaky. I told her, I'm like, yo, I go through your phone, like, let me see your messages. So I'm looking at her messages. Alright, it's nothing crazy, nothing, it's just regular shit. So looking at the messages, and like a week go by, I asked to see the phone again, look at the messages again, and I'm looking at the messages this time, and she told him, watch what you say, cause my girlfriend be going through my phone. What? I'm taken aback by this because what the fuck do you mean? Watch what you say because my girlfriend goes through my phone. Which means under normal circumstances, he would be saying some out of pocket shit. Which means he would be saying some shit that's not in the pocket. Some shit that's inappropriate. Some shit that's not appropriate to the point where you gotta say, don't say what you normally would say because my girlfriend is looking at my phone. You have to tell this man. So that means when y'all in school, all bets are off. He be saying the most inappropriate, out of pocket shit, and you be allowing it, and you only don't allow it when y'all texting because you know that I'm looking at your phone. So now I'm mad. Okay. So, alright, I don't know what I did. I think I went through her messages with somebody else, and I seen that she's not staying after school to. Oh no, I know what I did. I know what happened. So boom, right. So she decides she don't want me to check the phone no more. She don't want me to look at the messages no more. I'm like, that's mad sus. That's sus. So, alright, boom. She goes to get in the shower. I'm like, I was listening. I think I got in trouble, so I couldn't have my phone for a week. So I'm listening to music on her phone. So I'm like, let me keep listening to the music while you're in the shower. She gets in the shower. I goes through her messages again. Now he's saying crazy out of pocket shit, telling her he gonna do this to her, he gonna do that to her. She giggling instead of shutting it down like, nah, I got a girlfriend, you gotta chill. Alright. So then I scroll up and find out she's not staying after school getting tutoring. She's staying after school getting dick. Or she says they didn't have sex at that point. So she's just staying after school with him in the locker room. Convenient. So you mean to tell me you conveniently lied to me about staying after school getting tutoring, and instead of you actually getting tutoring, you're staying after school in the locker room with Picard. What the fuck are y'all doing in the locker room? Y'all just hanging out? I'm supposed to think you're not getting fucked. Okay, so I confront her about it. She asks, how do I know? How did I find out? I told her, Manny told me, which is the boy's friend, the girl's boyfriend, my friend. But before I got a chance to, I went to text him. I'm like, yo, if she asked, just say you told me. I'm like, you don't care if Jasmine mad at you, right? He like, I don't give a fuck. But it was too late. She already asked him before I got to him. So he said, I literally would have, but she already asked me. Alright. So the next day, she was like, oh, I want to break up. I'm like, alright, why? She like, because you lied about going through my phone. You went through my phone and seen the messages, but you said it was Manny. You literally lied about staying after school getting tutoring, and you're blaming it on me, saying we gotta break up because I lied about going through your phone. When you literally lied about staying after school hanging out with this guy. You literally lied about hanging out with this guy, but you are blaming me for the breakup because I blamed it on Manny instead of saying that I went through your phone. Please be fucking for real. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, it is what it is. So the next day, she AWOLs. AWOL is basically when you run away from the group home. She AWOLs and is gone for a whole day. So the next day, she walks in like ain't shit happened. I'm like, I know you was with Picard. She like, I wasn't. I'm like, bro, I know you was. She like, I was, but we just talked. We just hung out. All right. You think I'm fucking dumb. So she kept saying nothing happened, that they didn't fuck. Protocol when you run away in a group home is to go to the hospital because you have to get like, you have to take a plan B type shit. You have to get like, you have to take like, I don't know. You just gotta go to the doctors. You gotta get like tests and shit like that to make sure that you okay. Protocol. So she like, alright. She was refusing to go. I'm like, that's suspicious. So she gets her phone taken away. So she asked me, can she use my phone? At first, for the first like week, I wasn't talking. 2 weeks. This is how me and Chanel started getting back close. Well, getting close to begin with. I wasn't talking to her for like 2 weeks. So I initially sought out Chanel to use her as a way to make Jasmine mad. Like, not only am I talking to a bitch, but it's your ex. That was the initial. I'm not even gonna hold you. And if you see in this Chanel, that might have initially been the reason why I start talking to you and trying to fuck with you. But you feel me? Obviously, that's not the reason why I continue to pursue you even to this day. You know I love you, so don't take this the wrong way. But I'm like, not only am I talking to a bitch right in your face, I'm talking to your ex. So I wasn't talking to Jasmine at this point. I'm ignoring her. I'm not responding to her. I'm not talking to her. I'm not, even if she comes sit in the living room to eat, I'm not eating next to her. Like, I'm totally off her. But I'm making it a point to be on FaceTime all loud with Chanel. So she come out of her room one day and was like, so you won't talk to me, you're ignoring me, but you'll be on the phone with my ex? I'm like, yeah, the fuck? She said something. I'm like, did you think about that when you left and went to Picard? Picard? No, you didn't. So I don't really give a fuck what you're talking about. So when I finally started speaking to her again, she asked me could she use my phone because she got her taken away by her mom for running away. Okay, cool. So I let her use my phone. She logs into Facebook. She texted in the girl who used to live in the group home with us, JJ. She never logged out. So I go onto her messages, and I seen that she was texting JJ, and that she told JJ that when she went to Picard's house, they fucked. He fucked her raw. He raw dogged that bitch. And that yeah. And so she, when I confronted her about it, first of all, I started punching on the walls, put a hole in the wall, broke one of my fingers. I was pissed. So when I confronted her about it, she like, all right, yeah, we did, boom. All right. She gonna be like, what she say? She gonna say, I hope you happy now. She gonna say, he not talking to me no more. He ignores me in the hallways. He said it's probably better if we don't be friends no more. What did you think was gonna happen, stupid? You thought he was gonna fuck you and then y'all was just gonna be besties? You thought he was rizzing you up, he was rizzing you up mad hard like that, so that after y'all fuck, y'all could just be boyfriend and girlfriend? Y'all could just be besties? Like, he never wanted you. He wanted to clap cheeks from the rip, and you let him clap cheeks, and yeah, you should never let him clap cheeks. Like, you should never let him clap cheeks, because he literally rizzed you up, clapped your cheeks, and then dubbed you, and that's exactly what the fuck you get. So, yeah, you should never let him touch you. So, now that I know she fucked him, oh yeah, I'm really on Chanel, but I'm on Chanel bad. Like, I'm on her real bad. So, me and her talking, I start going on, like, you go on interviews for other group homes, and the group home Chanel was in, that I met her in, was way lesser. Like, the group home I was in with Jasmine, we had it was cameras, 24-hour surveillance, somebody was always watching us, we didn't get no free time, we didn't get to leave, we had to turn in our phones at the end of the night. The group home I was in with Chanel, we get to have our phone, they can't take it, there's no cameras, there's no 24-hour surveillance, you could leave and come back, you could have a job, you could spend the weekends places, you could go places, like, you feel me, type shit. It was a lot of freedom. You basically just lived there, you had chores, shit, but it was basically like a stepping stone until you was ready to get your own place. It was a lot less restrictive. So I'm interviewing all the places, and I interview at the group home that Chanel's at. What a fucking coincidence. I didn't know Am I stepping on a fucking thumbtack? I think I stepped on a thumbtack. So I didn't know at that point that she was at that group home because she was on a college tour. What another coincidence. She went on a college tour and didn't go to fucking college. Let me stop. Yo, let me stop coming for her before she really never speak to me again. Like, she already not fucking with me right now, and I'm talking shit. So, she was on a college tour, so she wasn't there when I interviewed. The reason why I knew it was her, because when I was leaving, they have mailboxes for the like, they would get all the mail to the house, and then they would separate it for us and put it in mailboxes with our names on it. So, one of the mailboxes said C. Walker. And I'm like, that's suspicious. So I'm like, C. Walker, okay, that's I don't know what I don't know if I knew her name was if I knew her last name was Walker at the moment, but I'm like, C. Walker. I'm like, why do I think that's Chanel? Then I seen one of the other girls, Stephanie, and I'm like, I could have sworn when I was on FaceTime with Chanel, I seen this girl. And Chanel told me she lived in Trenton. The icing on the cake was, I was going to pick that group home regardless because I like that they didn't have a lot of rules versus the other ones that I interviewed for. So I took a picture of the house. And I'm like, I'm about to move to Trenton. Like, we should start hanging out. Like, this is the group home I'm about to be in. I'm like, it's between this one and another one. So I took a picture of it. And she texted me back like 2 days later. I was like, yeah, come to that one. That's the one I live at. So I'm like, all right, cool. I was happy as fuck. Yo, I was so happy. It's not even funny. So I get back to the house. I can't wait to tell Jasmine. I'm like, I'm moving to Trenton. She like, oh, all right. I'm like, I'm moving into the group home with Chanel. She's pissed. But everybody's mad at me at that point. She's mad. The staff's mad. Well, they not mad. They just taking her side. The other kids are taking her side. I'm like, yo, she literally dogged me and y'all taking her side. The only thing is, I do respect that she broke up with me before she went and had sex with him. She didn't cheat on me. She both times when she decided she was gonna go be with somebody else, she broke up with me first. I have mad respect. Like, I don't hate her. If she wanted to be friends, we could be friends. Like, I don't have no type of bad feeling, bad ill will or animosity towards her because she was thorough as fuck. Both times she broke up with me before she decided to go do what she did. She wanted to date white boy John, we broke up. She wanted to go have sex with Picard, we broke up. I have nothing but respect for that. Especially because all throughout the beginning, I was dogging her and being wildly disrespectful to her. So I 1000% admire the fact that she broke up with me before rather than trying to get payback for me having that girl kiss me in front of her, even though I didn't tell the girl to kiss me. And I wiped the kiss off. I wasn't amused by that because I know she sucked dick. So I was like, why the fuck would you put your lips on me? But I digress. So she like, you did this on purpose. I'm like, what did I do on purpose? It's like, bro, you purposely chose the group home where my ex lives. You gonna go move in with my ex and you gonna start dating her. You gonna be with her. You gonna rizz her up. She didn't say rizz her up, but you know, she like, you gonna rizz her up and you gonna go be with my ex. She like, even if you don't date her, you about to go try to fuck her. She like, so you gonna move in with my ex and then fuck her. She like, you gonna go fuck my ex to get back at me with Picard? I'm like, bro, you think everything is about you? Jasmine, I promise you, everything is not about you. This ain't about you. It was mostly about, at that point, I actually started liking Chanel. It wasn't even about Jasmine no more. It was a double. It was bonus points that I got to piss you off. It was bonus points that I got to make you mad. It was bonus points that the person that I'm about to live with, the person that I'm about to be around, the person that I like is somebody who you don't like because y'all used to date, but like, you feel me? It wasn't about you, but it was bonus. Like, I got a good feeling knowing, like, yeah, you about to fucking eat this up. But I actually liked Chanel at that point. We FaceTimed, like, every day. She would sit on FaceTime with me while I played the game. We texted all the time. We talked all the time. It was beyond me trying to make you mad, and it was like I actually had a little crush on her. Like, which turned into a big crush. But it was beyond me trying to piss you off. Even though I was severely happy that it worked. I pissed you off. You made me mad. Like, that's what it was. But I didn't start off trying to... No, I did start off trying to make you mad. That was the intention behind it. But it ended up me actually liking her. And there was only 2 group homes that I could have went to. The one I was in with Chanel or a different one. But the other one was in the ghetto. They had too many rules. I didn't fuck with it. I wasn't fucking with it. So my lip ashy, or is the lighting? I think it's the lighting. But I didn't purposely pick that one. There was only two, and that was the best one. Even if Chanel wasn't there, I would have picked that one. If Chanel was at the other group home, I would have still picked the one that I went to in Trenton because it was better. It was a better situation for me. And, I mean, things turned out great for me from going there. So, obviously, I made the right decision. But, just wanted to tell y'all that little story about how Picard fucked my bitch.